Hey everyone, Halex here, welcome to the channel. So today I actually have the RE showcase that they released earlier today. Basically I just wanted to go through it and see what's going to be upcoming for Resident Evil 8, and I hear there's a new game reveal in this. So I'm actually pretty interested to see what's going on. Apparently it's going to be another multiplayer game, kind of like Resistance, but I think it's supposed to phase Resistance out. So, I have not watched this prior to recording this footage. This is actually on YouTube, by the way. The official Resident Evil YouTube channel posted this. So we are just gonna get my honest reactions to the whole story going on here. I am really intrigued by this whole emblem thing here in the middle. Apparently, one of the directors or somebody that works at Capcom said that it's going to be very important. And that gives away a lot of information, but honestly I haven't been able to figure anything out, and it looks like the wait is almost over. Let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, obviously, right then. Got the whole castle in the background there. One thing I am noticing so far is the level of detail in the areas that they're showing. Clearly they are putting a lot of effort into this. I can't wait to go look at all the textures. Alright.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today, and welcome to our Resident Evil Showcase. I'm your host, Brittany Brombacher, here to give you a closer look into what Capcom has coming up for the Resident Evil franchise. We'll be kicking things off with some brand new content and an exclusive first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay that you do not want to miss.
Okay, I didn't want to stop it there, but that guy getting out of the, what was it? Is that a carriage he was getting out of? Whoever it was, he is an absolute loaf. Kind of hope you think it's pushing down a slope or something. That'd be funny to watch.
So, without further ado, let's get started.
Hey now, think positively, alright? We talked about this.
Alright, so this is clearly a flashback. This probably happens prior to the beginning of the game, because in the scenes from the trailers we've seen, Mia has blonde dyed hair for some reason. Her hair is still clearly black from RE7 in this. So this is probably going to take place before the game, and we'll either get a flashback midway through or early into the game.
I know. We hardly talk about anything else.
The castle bell heralds danger. The bell tolls for us all.
Alright, that's not ominous or anything.
Again!
Mother Miranda, I regret to inform you that Ethan Winters has escaped that fool Heisenberg.
Alright, so this tells me that she is not going to be the big boss. She's probably the right hand for one of the big bads. Because she's apparently answering this Mother Miranda person. From the trailers, you'd think that she was going to be one of the big ones, but apparently not. She seems to just be another minion.
Because he is in my castle and has already proven too much for my daughters to handle. When I find him... No, Mother Miranda. Yes, of course, I understand the importance of the ceremony. I won't let you down.
Yeah, that borderline confirms that little theory I just had. So I think Mother Miranda is going to pretty much play the role of Evelyn for this game.
Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on here?
No. The place is full of nothing but blood and death.
That sounds fun. Okay, let's rewind that a little bit. Get a look at those chairs again. Because I'm not sure I was looking at those correctly. Okay, yeah. Oh my god. I would not wish sitting in this chair against my worst enemy. That looks so painful. You got spikes on the back, bottom, sides. Talk about torture device. Okay, now this here is interesting. So RE7, what they kind of wanted you to do was they would never put more than maybe 2 or 3 enemies max at you at a time. That way you could conserve ammo and you could approach fights in a sort of strategic way. Made the gameplay a bit slower, I'll admit. But the way that they're just putting all these enemies in here, that's making me think that they're going for an RE4 type of vibe, to where it's got a bit more action to it. And I'm not sure if I entirely like that. It makes Ethan's gameplay a little bit more like an FPS, but it could be fun. He's already got a block mechanic, so it's not too bad. Okay, apparently there's a random baby being handed to Chris. Gonna go back and look at that again.
Well, Ethan.
Or skip forward, okay.
There you are.
Not gonna lie, that just made me want to play Resident Evil Village even more.
Who the fuck are you?
Let's see what you're really made of, Ethan Winters.
Who the fuck is that? Alright, I have so many questions. Like, why was he dancing with his leg?
That was amazing, but I still have so many questions.
You and me both, okay? I want to know who that guy at the end was.
Like, when can I pre-order this thing? Perhaps producer Pete Fabiano has some answers for us. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey everyone, I'm Pete Fabiano, producer on Resident Evil Village. When we first announced Resident Evil Village back in June, we only mentioned PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. I'm happy to announce we've been working hard to bring the survival horror experience onto current generation consoles as well.
Alright, just when you're doing that, do me a solid and do not follow CD Projekt Red's example, where the current console port of Cyberpunk is just fucking god-awful. Please, do not do that, guys. Be better than them, Capcom.
Resident Evil Village will also be coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, day and date with next gen. The PS4 version can be upgraded for free to the digital PS5 version.
That is actually very nice of them. So if you buy the PS4 version, if you ever get the PS5, you can just get the PS5 version for free. That is actually really nice. Kinda makes me wish I played Sony, but PC Master Race.
And the Xbox One version gives you free access to the game on Xbox Series X through Smart Delivery. It's also my pleasure to tell you exactly when you can get your hands on the game.
That's not bad.
Resident Evil Village will be available worldwide on May 7th, 2021, with pre-orders kicking off today.
Alright, so it comes out May 7th. Yeah, it's only a couple months away. I will probably be pre-ordering after this.
Edition, we have a few other options for the game. First, we have the Digital Deluxe Edition.
Ooh, what the hell is this? Now, are these physical items? Obviously, that's saber music and max difficulty. Okay, I have an issue with that. Why are you putting max difficulty behind a paywall like that? I'm going to say this now. Max difficulty better be unlockable in the game. If it is not, that is a slap in the face to the community. Okay, so I'm gonna guess found footage RE7 filter. I guess that must just put a filter over the game. This is probably going to be an item in the game you can get, probably in a save box, similar to what they do for the RE2 and RE3 remakes. But I don't know what those two are supposed to be, because there's already going to be ways to save the game in-game. This is probably going to be like a mini audiobook? That's what I'm guessing. Can't really tell from the image there. It's got a lot of fine text that my terrible eyes cannot read. But I swear to God, Capcom, if this is not in the game, and you have to actually buy a deluxe version to get this, I am going to be very pissed. And it'll definitely reflect in my review of RE8. So
available on all platforms. Players will be able to heighten their survival horror experience with extra content, including in-game items that call back to Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. There's also a collector's edition.
Okay, so all those items were all going to be in-game somehow. So, this is the collector's edition. So this is actually looking pretty good. Gonna admit, I like that Chris figure. I would personally like to have that. A box, an art book, that'd be nice. Steelbook and trauma pack product code. Okay, so that must include everything from before. And they send you this nice poster. Honestly, I might do that just for the poster alone.
For consoles that includes all the deluxe edition content, as well as a striking figure of Chris Redfield, a steelbook case, poster, and art book. And for those of you who haven't played the previous entry, we have the Resident Evil Village and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard bundle. This lets you get your hands on the award-winning RE7 while you wait for Resident Evil Village. Pre-order any of these editions, and you'll be able to get your hands on both the Mr. Raccoon weapon accessory and their survival resource pack, which will offer additional support during the first few hours of gameplay. Finally, digital pre-orders from the PlayStation.
I think I must have misheard that. Please tell me that's not what I think he just said.
An art book. And for those of you who haven't played the previous entry,
because I think he just said a pre-order bonus that'll help you with gameplay.
This lets you get your hands on the award-winning RE7 while you wait for Resident Evil Village.
That sounds like an EA.
Pre-order
move.
any of these editions.
He did. God damn it, Capcom. Okay, so I don't mind DLC. I don't mind paying for certain things. But when it comes to pre-order bonuses, they should, in my opinion, be cosmetic only. I do not like the idea of the pre-order bonus being able to affect your gameplay. So the fact that they're giving you a pre-order bonus like this, it doesn't tell you how much rounds that you're getting or how much disinfectant. We also don't know if the lockpick expires or anything. And we don't know what the weapon charm does either, but it's clearly going to give you a leg up to anybody that just buys it day one, and I am not a big fan of that. Granted, I'm going to be pre-ordering the game because I want to cover it, and I am a huge Resident Evil fan, but oh my god, Capcom, what are you doing?
And you'll be able to get your hands on both the Mr. Raccoon weapon accessory and their survival resource pack, which will offer additional support during the first few hours of gameplay.
Alright.
Finally, digital pre-orders from the PlayStation Store will receive an exclusive Resident Evil Village mini soundtrack.
Alright. I guess I can't harp on that. Sony does a lot of exclusive deals, so I'm just going to ignore that one.
All right, I've been waiting for this. I know you've been waiting for this. It's time for the world premiere first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay. Alongside this first look, we have Pete Fabiano back to offer some insights as well. Let's take a look.
Now let's get into the meat and potatoes. Let's get right into this.
Now we're here to give you an exclusive first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay.
Bring it on, Pete. Let's do it.
Just like in Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, you'll be taking control of Ethan Winters.
Kind of obvious from the
You'll
first
make your
person
way
perspective.
from the village to the castle. Players will need to get in and search for their kidnapped daughter.
Kidnapped daughter? Okay, so that baby in the beginning of the game that Chris was taking, so that's going to be Ethan's kid. So can they not think of like a different plot line for Ethan? Hey, you're missing family members here. Come and get her. Like, come on. There has to be some other motivation for the guy. Sorry, it's sort of a bad joke, but come on. Ethan's daughter. Could have made it like some adopted. You know what? That sounds even more contrived. I'm just gonna move on.
As you've noticed by now, Resident Evil Village keeps the first-person perspective.
Which I appreciate. It definitely heightened the horror element of RE7. I greatly appreciated that game for that.
We think it really draws players into the detailed world we've created.
Okay, I'm just going to stop it here for a second because the level of detail that's in every area they've shown us is just insane. I don't know about you, but I love textures when they look great. And these textures look fucking amazing. Not exactly in this frame that I paused on because it's sort of in mid-transition. But this game looks absolutely beautiful. Like this shot, for example, perfect. You got the chandelier lighting the room, accenting the center staircase right there. This is just a beautiful shot, and I can't wait to see it in game.
You'll see a lot of those little details come to life here. The team put a ton of effort into creating a truly authentic feel.
Okay, so another thing I've noticed in the last couple shots is the way the lighting reflects off of everything. It just looks... I know I keep calling this thing beautiful, but the way it just bounces back off everything is so realistic, it's beautiful. I can't really describe any other way. The way the light hits the gold accents, it's just amazing. Honestly, a great job to the developers of this game.
Art design to technology. Everything ties in great and creates some beautiful visuals. Now it's time to meet some of the castle denizens. As you'd expect, a warm welcome's not really what's in store for Ethan.
Man blood.
Alright then.
Now, let's take a look at him. Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you?
Wait, your brother's idiot games? The fuck are you on about?
Let's see how special you are.
Shifting gears a bit, we're finally going to show off some combat.
Alright, what do you got, Ethan?
It's not just about shooting. Guarding will also be an important part of the game. Each type of enemy has their own distinct way of fighting, so you'll need to change up your strategy to defeat them.
Okay, yeah. This definitely looks like it's going to be much more combat heavy than RE7 was, so you're probably going to have a lot more ammo to go around. Here, there's going to be melee weapons included. So that is a nice little tidbit to know.
Everyone knows what to do with red barrels, right?
Yes, everybody knows when you're shooting at the red barrel to miss your first shot. I'm just messing with you. But, yeah, this definitely looks interesting. I'm liking the direction.
Some of you will
Oh, yes. Yes.
remember a similar management system.
I have played Resident Evil 4 so many times, and I absolutely love the combat. Like the attache case you get to store all your items. Inventory management in that game is one of my favorite things to do. Oh, I'm so happy that it's back. Oh, thank God. Oh, you have no idea how much seeing this makes me so happy.
System in Resident Evil 4. This time around, we've added crafting, which allows you to create items such as first aid and ammo. There's also an assortment of weapons to find and utilize throughout the game.
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Winters.
How do you know my name?
Oh, great Chongus of the Chariot, what is your wisdom?
Anyone who is anyone has heard of the likes of you.
The merchant makes a return. This time he's known as...
Wait. This is the merchant. That discount Majin Buu is the merchant. Okay. Okay.
The Duke. You'll be going to him to buy and sell weapons.
Alright. I am going to guess that the currency is either going to be very easy to obtain or very difficult based on these numbers, actually. Because you got basic items for 1,000 and 150, but then you got guns for 8,000. It's just sort of all over the place, actually.
Weapons, amongst other things.
Weapon upgrading is back. Oh, yes! Now I'm definitely pre-ordering this game. Another one of my favorite things from Resident Evil 4 was the ability to upgrade your weapons and change your playstyle dramatically. Yep, definitely pre-ordering.
The director wanted to give him a unique look, and you'll often find him in different situations each time you encounter him. He's an interesting fella.
Alright.
Smash away with your trusty knife. There's plenty of items to find in your travels.
This tells me that the knife is probably going to be unbreakable again. That's good. I hated that they did that in the RE2 remake.
Do you hear that? And we've also got extra objectives outside of the main ones.
Is that a fucking goat?
Of course, it goes without saying that there'll be plenty of puzzles to solve for players to move forward. Oh, and plenty of surprises to keep you on your toes.
Oh god. It's like fucking those one beetles that like live in Egypt and stuff that can crawl into your skin. That is terrifying.
I haven't cut open a man in a while. Let me string you up, slice your jugular, and just watch.
Well, that's one way to end the video.
Actually, that brings up an interesting question. And Resident Evil 7, how Ethan was able to recover from a lot of his injuries is when he got knocked unconscious before the Baker dinner, he was actually infected with Evelyn's mold, giving him regenerative abilities. Does Ethan still have those at the beginning of RE8? He never showed symptoms besides hallucinations of Evelyn, and then Evelyn died so she couldn't control him. So they really wouldn't know for sure. So does Ethan still have his healing abilities?
Now that we've shown you what's in store for Resident Evil Village, let's take a look at the exclusive PlayStation 5 demo.
Alright. Now I kind of wish I had a PS5.
For this demo, players won't be playing as Ethan, but as a character we're referring to as the Maiden. Unlike the actual game, This experience doesn't feature combat or even blocking.
Probably just puzzle solving then. Alright, what do you got for me, Maiden? Show it up.
We're hoping to have players get a real feel for the visuals and audio as they take the Maiden on her journey to find a way out of the castle. And you can download the exclusive demo on PlayStation 5 today. Of course, we want as many people as possible to get a chance to play. So we'll have a separate new demo available on all platforms, ready for sometime this spring.
Oh, very specific timing. That's alright.
This year marks the 25th anniversary of the Resident Evil franchise, with the very first game releasing in Japan back on March 22nd, 1996. Since then, the series has expanded well beyond the realm of video games. From toys and board games, to CG movies, to live-action Hollywood films,
We don't talk about the films, specifically the live-action ones. Anderson and his waifu need to stay far away from Resident Evil.
Evil has become a cultural icon. Resident Evil continues to offer surprises around every corner, so let's pass it along to producer Tsuyoshi Kanda to hear more about what you can expect in 2021.
Alright, what you got, Kanda?
Earlier this month, we started inviting players to join a closed beta test. The test won't happen until later next week, but I want to use this chance to reveal more details. With the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil coming on March 22nd,
RE2
we are excited to celebrate this milestone with our fans. Last September, we showed off a piece of key art showcasing some of Resident.
I will cut this out, be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back, sorry. Family member was knocking on my door to give me some cat treats for camo. So we're gonna get right back into what Kanda's saying.
Resident Evil's iconic characters to start the celebration. Now, I'm happy to announce what was behind that. Let's take a look.
Okay, so it is the police station. Things look a little different though. It's almost got like that comic book style to it. If you ever saw Into the Spider-Verse, it looks a lot like that. Okay, so it's a PvP game. Wait, is this a Battle Royale? Is this a Battle Royale? Oh my god, it's a Battle Royale. Top of the things nobody asked for. Oh, okay. If you die, I guess you can turn into other things? You probably have to pick up some sort of buff to turn into stuff like Nemesis or something, but that is actually really cool. I didn't play much of Resistance just because I found it extremely repetitive. I only did a couple games and I realized, oh, every game is the exact same, only different masterminds. But this actually looks pretty good. It looks like you got the core cast, Chris Redfield, Leon, Ada. Always good to see Leon and Ada. Yeah, this actually looks way more interesting to me than Resistance does. Now, I'm pretty sure nobody in the Resident Evil community was actually asking for a Battle Royale, but you know what? I will take it.
REverse is one of the ways we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the franchise.
I'm probably going to be doing a lot of REverse on stream. Just heads up over on Twitch.
Showcasing so many of the characters that fans love. It'll be available for free to anyone who purchases Resident Evil Village.
Okay, yeah, we just saw a player get down. He immediately turned into Jack Baker. So that's definitely how the big boys get into the game.
So be sure to follow the Resident Evil social channels for the latest news.
Welcome to the family, son.
And check out the official website for even more details.
On behalf of Massive Entertainment and Ubisoft, congratulations to the Resident Evil team on their 25th anniversary. We can't wait to get our hands on our reverse.
For
the occasion, we are bringing the celebration to our game, Tom Clancy's Division 2. For a limited time, you will be able to collect some of the iconic outfits and items from the original Resident Evil trilogy. Everyone that logs in during the event will get Leon Kennedy's Raccoon Police Department outfit as a warm-up. Now let's have a look at some of these.
This looks pretty cool, actually. It's a shame I don't play The Division. Alright, Infinite Darkness, what else is this?
皆様こんにちは。バイオハザードの映像作品にてプロデューサー
Okay, I'm Capcom's Resident Evil Hiroyuki. I just badly mispronounced that, didn't I?
昨年発表しました。
Oh, okay, now I remember. Infinite Darkness is going to be the CGI Netflix series that's supposed to be going live sometime this year. It's good to get some more information on that. I haven't heard anything in a while.
フル 3DCG アニメーションバイオハザードインフィニットダークネスについてお話したいと思います。ゲームでおなじみのレオンとクレアが活躍する物語となっております。
Alright, so this is going to focus on Leon and Claire, so it'd be nice to see how they interact after so many years. I think their last interaction, what was it? It was either Damnation or Degeneration, where they were just sort of crossing paths by chance. So being able to see a story where they actively come together again is actually going to be pretty cool.
時間軸はバイオハザード4の後の、
So okay, so this takes a couple years after Resident Evil 4, so that's not bad.
数年後のお話となっており
Which means this is probably either going to be happening right around the same time as RE5 or either a little bit before or a little bit after it. Just so we know where it's at in the timeline, but this is definitely before 6.
まして、レオンがスーツ姿でとある場所でゾンビ事件に巻き込まれます。この作品はですね、Netflix にて全
Oh, so it's going to be a film. Okay. So last year it was leaked that it was going to be a 4 to 5 episode CGI series. Now it's being made into a film. That is going to be very interesting.
世界、配信になりますので皆さんお楽しみください。
Wow, a lot's been happening, and I hope you enjoyed watching. But if you missed anything along the way, don't worry. Keep an eye on the Resident Evil social channels and official website, which will be sharing everything from today's show. As a quick reminder, Resident Evil Village is available for pre-order starting today for the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and Steam for PC. And don't forget, PlayStation 5 owners get a sneak peek through downloadable content available worldwide starting today. It has been an absolute honor to celebrate the amazing Resident Evil leading up to its 25th anniversary with all of you across the globe. I'm your host, Brittany Brombacher, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time.
It's definitely the end of it. Alright, so that was the Resident Evil showcase. A lot of interesting things. I am gonna guess that the baby is Mia's kid and Ethan's, because I can't really see who else Ethan would have had a kid with. Maybe Zoe, but that is an extremely unlikely chance. I want to know what's going on with Chris. He doesn't appear to be his normal self. He's doing a lot of shady shit. I don't really blame him for killing Mia, because if you actually read all the lore and stuff in RE7, she kinda had it coming. She was kind of a very shitty person working for a bioterrorism organization. Yeah, I recommend pre-ordering it, but at the same time, game affecting pre-order bonus site. Even if it's only going to affect the early game, it's still a leg up for people. Come on, Capcom, I thought you were better than this. When I play it, at the end, if I do not unlock the max difficulty setting, I am going to be very annoyed. I know in RE7 they released it later they sort of did the same thing, but they eventually released it for free later. If you cannot get the max difficulty in RE8 without having to buy it, I'm going to be very annoyed. And it's definitely going to reflect on the review for the game. I want to know what's up with the one guy in the hat. I don't know if he's her brother, the big, tall vampire lady. But there's a lot of moving parts to this, and I'm really interested to see where this is going. I'm definitely going to be playing a lot of RE-verse. So if you check me out on stream, that's probably what I'm going to be playing after that launches. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Looks like it's going to be more combat heavy, return of weapon customization and upgrades, and the old Resident Evil 4 inventory management system I am absolutely in love with. Yeah, there's not really much else to say. So that's been the Resident Evil Showcase and my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think down below, and if you like the content, go ahead and like and subscribe. I'll have more Resident Evil stuff coming your way. Anyway, this has been Halex, signing out.